Hi folks, here we are again. We're doing some more of the family pictures, and we have taken a lot of clips of everyone that we had. I hope you do enjoy it. We're not professionals, but we're trying to do our best. So enjoy it.
Moonlight lady, eyes dark as the midnight sky. Not too many men forget your smile. Moonlight lady, arms strong as the valley walls. Not too many men forget your touch. You work in the fields by day, in the sun, while your children play. River sings their lullabies, and rainbows fill their youthful eyes. Sun, while your children's play. A river sings of their lullabies, and rainbows fill their youthful eyes. Moonlight lady, voice like a running stream. Not too many men forget your song. Moonlight dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I? Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. And the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? It's been a good time together, looking for the warmth of the sun. Gonna be a long time together, and the best is yet to come. I remember the beginning. We were younger then. We used to play in the scene, we'd both pretend. But that was then, and now our moments come again. So do we throw it all away? Is this the end? 'Cause it's been a good time together, looking for the one. To come. We have seen the ones that could not make the grade, hiding broken hearts, living the masquerade. And if it's magic that we're weaving, let's not be afraid to sing our song of love that we've already made. It's been a good time together, looking for the warmth of the sun. As you know, we made several trips to Europe. As a matter of fact, 4. And 4 times we went to Rome. And the highlights of the Rome visit was at the Vatican, which is very dear to us. In 1999, we had the privilege of attending a Mass by Pope John Paul II, and as you will see some portion of the Vatican video, we were in the movies there, hard to see. But at one point you will see that Anne and I left our pew to go to communion from Pope John the 23rd, Pope John John Paul II. Anyway, and then in another strip you'll see me leaving the Pope. But unfortunately, they did not take us in the video receiving communion. So for that explanation, I have separate photographs that you'll see. So enjoy that, and you can remember that in 1999, Pope John Paul was not too well, not of too good of a health.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Pax vobis. Simili modo poscum cenatur est, accipiens et carice, iterum gratia date, Dei discipuli sui dicens, accipite et vivite creo omnes, id est enim caric sanguinis mei, nobile eterni testamenti, qui pro vobis et pro multis effundetur, in remissionem peccatorum, hoc facite in meum con orazione. Mysterium Fidei. Dominus vobiscum. Sit nomen Domini benedictum. Aiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini. Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater, Filius et Spiritus Sanctus.
And in particular St. Peter's Basilica. And you can see up front there, there's N over there, clearly in view.
Okay.
Here you see a picture of Pope John Paul II coming into the church, and you might notice that here I am, Nelson, right here where the pencil is pointing. That's me there taking a picture. This picture was taken by a Vatican photographer, but that is the Pope entering the church.
Okay.
Now you see me, Nelson, receiving communion from Pope John Paul II. Accompanying him there is Archbishop Piero Marini, his Master of Ceremonies. And receives communion from Pope John Paul II at this time, and again as assisted by Archbishop Piero Marini. Again, this occurred in 1999. Pope at that time was frail, but he was moving on his own. All right, now we come to another segment of this movie, and this is one that was in the year 2005 during the occasion of Pope Benedict XVI having a mass there where he canonized 5 saints. Well, I had the privilege of putting myself way up in one of the balconies where I could take a video camera, and I took video pictures of the mass event. The highlights of that event is a portion there within the film that you will see, and going up and receiving communion from Pope Benedict XVI. So you will find that very interesting. here is Pope Benedict the 16th, and in this particular picture I snapped this picture and then shook his hand. Now this was in the time that we visited Pope Benedict for the first time in 2005, and receives communion from Pope Benedict the 16th at the Vatican. And again, this was during the canonization of 5 saints. And this was in the year 2005. Okay, now I'd like you to take a look at one, let's see, about 3 years ago, they removed Pope John the 23rd from his crypt after laying to rest for about 32 years. They brought him out, and during various ceremonies, they placed him in the altar of St. Jerome, where he lays in state there now. You can see him through a glass tomb, and he's been there for the last 2-3 years after being entombed for about 32 years. Well, you will see that shortly in a picture form. And then I'd like to mention that it is opinion of many that one day Pope John Paul II will be removed from his crypt, and he too will be placed in a glass tomb. And he incidentally is on the way of becoming beatified, which is another step to becoming a saint. So all of that were highlights of our Europe trip, and we hope you enjoyed it. Pope John Paul II was placed in this crypt, and he lays there within 3 caskets. One that's made out of cherry wood, one is made out of zinc, and another one of some other type wooden material. At his request, he wanted to be buried in dirt, so that crypt contains his remains with his body. As I mentioned some time ago, about 32 years ago, Pope John the 23rd was buried in this particular area in a crypt. And they brought his casket out, or his body out, about 3 years ago, and placed him in a glass tomb. He's under the altar of St. Jerome. You can go and see him, like they buried him yesterday, and Pope John the 23rd has been there for the last 3 years, and on his way to be canonized a saint. We predict that the same thing will happen to Pope John Paul II. We think his remains will be removed someday and placed in a glass tomb, and people can venerate him at that time. Here lies Pope John the 23rd in the glass case on the altar of St. Jerome, and as I say, you can go 2 feet away from him. He's there for viewing and veneration by the public, and as I say, I predict that someday Pope John Paul II will be in disposition the same way as Pope John the 23rd. So I hope you enjoyed this little snapshots from the Vatican. Invites everybody, of course, to visit the Vatican someday. After all, that's top place to worship.
Here are some pictures in our house in Macau. The little baby is Nelson as when he was a little boy. And the next picture is him as a grown-up man. He's the one we come to have our loans approved. He looked like a bank manager. And the next one is Nelson when they made the movie of that Aloha Airlines flight. He was in the movie there. Of course, this is yours truly, me, with some of my orchids from our nursery in Makawao. Our family, Elizabeth Young, Thelma Oliver, Hazel De Silva, Francis Souza, myself, Ann Botello, and my brother Walter Yamashita. This was taken when we had a family reunion in Maui. I hope you folks enjoy some of these pictures of us that we have here in our home. Hi everybody. I'm gonna sing you a song. I'm not professional, but this song is to all the family. Like the corners of my mind, misty watercolor memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful and yet what's too painful to remember? We simply choose to forget. So it's the last turn. We will remember whenever we remember the way we were, the way we were. I hope you like it.
Okay, and now, folks, Ann sang her song. I'd like to sing one, and I dedicate this song to all the family. It's entitled My Way, and I'll sing it my way. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, a few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exception. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure I knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record show I took the blows and did it my way. And did it my